TWR presents your daily video with the best market news, signals, and alerts. TWR simply is your one-stop shop. TWR Sunday Motivator. Stay tuned at the end for upcoming products and services. Market news. So we got a bunch of things happening this week with the Fed and minutes and all that stuff. But the big one on Wednesday, we got the FOMC decision on the interest rate hike and, of course, the Fed Chair JP press conference. And that's the one that got all the bananas, everything that got Wall Street up in a bunch. And it's going to decide on the momentum of how we're going to trade probably for the foreseeable future, near term. I thought this was interesting because we got some powerhouse earnings coming up, but a lot of them are hanging on to AI as part of their, push into coming into these earnings. But got investors asking, what else is going to pay for the artificial intelligence with all the run up going into it? So it'll be interesting to see how these play out with the earnings and whether we're going to get just inline earnings, spectacular earnings, or kind of subpar earnings. This is just a fun one. Musk is going to change the bird logo for Twitter into an X, which I think is interesting. So bye-bye birdie. We're going to go with the X for Twitter and probably a name change along with that as well. I could see coming in the future. And the movies were popping this weekend with Barbie and Oppenheimer, absolutely crushing it. So you guys probably saw AMC popping off. We got the AMC chart with probably a little trade, looking out into the potential there, but definitely got some moving and shaking in the movie theater sector. So it'll be interesting to see how this plays out this week as far as, FOMO and those meme stock trades kind of go. Stocks that I like. Okay, so here's how the chart's going to go. Basically, you're going to see three colors: purple, blue, and red. The purple, that's our battle zone, all right? Triggers on the high and the low that give us the idea of continuation to either our high target, which is blue, or our low target, which is red. Definitely got to use these as trigger points and ideas because the volatility of the market can change the landscape in an instant, okay? So very cautious, head on a swivel, and be ready to attack. So we got tons of earnings coming up this week, and this is starting the earnings season. So it'll be interesting to see how we play out because a lot of the investors are expecting the mid part of the year to have subpar earnings, which will be the turning tide for the melt up that we've seen and the eventual cascading fall from the melt up to the new lower lows. So it'll be interesting to see which one wins, the bulls or the bears on this one. I like GM going into the earnings. I think that if we can hold this battle zone here, I think we can definitely go and break the top level resistance area and we can start making a new trend to the upside. We definitely came from a low level resistance point and have been making some decent strides with some relative pullbacks, making a decent looking chart here. And so I think that we got the pullback here in consolidation mode and we can break out as long as the earnings are pretty decent and we can start getting to a new higher level where we can start consolidating and get a new trend line. I like Triple M for a push to the upside here. I think it's been held down. I think it's held its lower level, and I think it's time. I think they break from here and they go start attacking those higher levels. So definitely like this level here. I think they break from the battle zone and they go push to the higher levels and probably through the levels on some decent earnings. Now, I like GE, but I'm a little cautious. When you look at this chart, it's just been in a constant uptrend, and I don't like that. I think that we are probably due for a cool down, and I wouldn't be surprised if earnings come in a little lighter than expected, and I think that we probably cool down. And even if we get decent earnings, they'll probably be in line, and we probably cool off because we absolutely hit from like 80 to 110, and people are going to take some bread off the table and get a little cool down pressure. So I'm a little bearish on this one going into and through earnings. AMC, I just put this in here for the AMC apes and the FOMO people. No telling what this can do. I mean, it could be 20 bucks in a day or two, or it could be back to 4. Who knows? You know, movies are starting to hit a little bit, so I got some battle zone areas with some follow through there. And if we see a trade, we'll go ahead and take the trade. But nothing really big on this one unless we see an opportunity. Kodak has an opportunity. It definitely is trending hard. We got a little bit of a pullback. I do think I like this area here. I'd like to see a little bit of consolidation at this area. So I wouldn't be surprised if we pull and lose the battle zone area to the downside. However, everything looks like it's probably pushing a little lower. So you got to be bearish on this one until we get the confirmation for the bull trend. But I would like to see this hold the battle zone area and push to the upside. So 50-50 on this one. And I would lean a little bit more for a rejection at current level and hopefully a push to retest the higher level. Microsoft, it's hard to keep this one down. We absolutely just rocketed up, not too long ago, and then cooled down pretty significantly. I wouldn't be surprised if this runs really hard into earnings and has a fantastic earnings, because of some artificial intelligence, some deals. So this one is one of those that I like for a rejection at the 50-day moving average and probably a pop to the upside. So you got to be bullish on Microsoft. If you're not, you haven't been paying attention, and the chart suggests that we're still in an uptrend here. So as long as we stay above the battle zone, we probably need to go long on this one for a higher probability of a trade. Google's another one. I think we been attacked here a little bit. I do like this one for a break from the battle zone to go retest those higher levels. I think Google's kind of getting a little bad rap, a little sell-off pressure, which is fine. I think we hold the battle zone and we break to the upside. I think they do fairly well in earnings, and we start to go attack that top level and possibly break from here and maybe even go push into the 130s to see if we can hold some higher levels and trend on the upper side. And Boeing. I like Boeing for a push to the upside. I think we're going to break and probably go attack those higher levels. I think we have good earnings, and this thing is just kind of beat up right now and looking to break to the upside. TWR Free Trade Alert. So here's the bull case one. This is the one we're preferring to go into because we think the bull case is more probable. 225 call, pushing out to 28 of July. We want to get this around this price, 125 to 135, something around there. And this is the one that we think will have the highest probability of success and give us the most bang for our buck. Being thorough, though, we have to have a bear case scenario, and if we do get the bear signals and we have to kind of switch the idea, we're going to go ahead and go with the 200 put. This one is probably in the range where we could definitely see some downside pressure, especially on some terrible earnings, and it has the volume associated with it. So we'll look at the 200 put, same expiration date, and we still want about the same price range, give or take about 15 or 20 bucks. Upcoming products and services. All right, guys, let's talk about this next class I got, TWR Trading Market Waves. I'm going to teach you guys how to ride market shifts for big bank. Now, I'm not talking about the 5 and the 10% gainers that we hit on the regular every day, okay? We're talking about riding waves for some serious money, okay? 100, 200, hopefully 500% gainers, okay? Yes, they don't happen all the time, but there's a method to the madness, and when you apply the strategies, you can absolutely ride swing trades for huge money with discipline and strategies that work. I'm going to teach you guys how to do this, okay? 5 August at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time, $15 gets you a seat, and everybody gets the recording. You go to traderswarroom.com/upcoming classes to purchase your seat, and I will see you there. All right, team, I got the TWR Levels Lady Sunday training links out for next week, and guess what? You don't have to be a Discord premium member to get the training now. I have a link on Telegram for you. So I got messages all over the place like, hey, I used to be Discord, or I don't like the Discord platform. Can I still get the training? I got you covered, okay? You can get it on Telegram. Now, listen, if you don't know who Levels Lady is, man, she's fantastic, okay? People are making tons of money. Just last week alone, she gave 4 stock picks, okay? 2 of those went for over 100%. One of those went for over 500%. And Goldman Sachs, that thing almost hit 1,000%, okay? People are making a tons of money. And with the class, you get a week long of chat group as well, where she's giving you the tips and the signals to ride out the training for the week in hopes of getting 5K on the journey. So it's definitely worth the money. Get spun up, get some training on, and hopefully get out there and make the money on your journey to $5,000 per week. I'll see you guys there. The links are in the description. We cover it all at Traders War Room, whether you're looking for stocks, options, futures, Forex, crypto, or even sports betting, or you want real-time alerts, live trading, algo signals, or even if you just want to be part of a community of like-minded investors to grow, learn, and share together as a team. Something for everyone, every budget, and every style. Join TWR today and trade with the bulls. Traders War Room is your one-stop shop. Try our TWR one-to-one mentoring. Does the market have you feeling like this, or wanting to rip your hair out while you watch your account dwindle? If that's you, then Traders War Room has you covered. Our one-to-ones focus on you as a trader or investor. The Zoom session connects you with a TWR professional. Whether we're covering charts, developing a plan of attack, or being strategic and deep diving on the how, why, and execution of trade plans, TWR one-to-ones will give you the confidence to attack, conquer, destroy, and make the market bend the knee in 2023. Join TWR and bow to no one. Book your session today. The link is in the description or on the website at traderswarroom.com. Let's go to war. The market is our war zone and stocks are the battle. Join TWR and let's go to war.